the students in their valiant struggle against the colonial repressive regime of Governor Fortuño in Puerto Rico. Governor Fortuño is making it impossible for working poor, working class students in Puerto Rico to receive a higher education. He's firing tens of thousands of public sector workers. He's also put a police force, a private police force and a police force into the University of Puerto Rico, thereby making it an armed camp for the police department, terrorizing our students, terrorizing the professors that are just trying to exercise the democratic, constitutionally protected speech. So we're here to send a loud and clear message aquí in Puerto Rico, in the belly of the beast, so to speak, in front of the Puerto Rican Federal Affairs Office, to tell his representatives here and the representatives in Puerto Rico that we're not going to stay silent while they oppress our brothers and sisters in Puerto Rico. Finally, right now is a movement that's just not in Puerto Rico, but it's also in the city of New York.
Of Governor Luis Fortuño for his attempts to make higher education unaffordable, his attempt to privatize the university, even while laying off tens of thousands of workers, and for calling the police to violently, quote, peaceful democratic student protests. We are here today to support the people of Puerto Rico and the students of UPR in particular. Their constitutionality, protect their free speech rights are under unprecedented assault. They are under long-term police occupation of their campuses. The UPR administration has even contracted a private security firm which is exploiting poor youth by hiring them without training to be security guards. Finally, the students at UPR are rejecting an imposed $800 tuition fee that will force 10,000 of their fellow students to drop out in January. Therefore, we join the global call from London to Italy, from California to CUNY students right here in New York City. And our brothers and sisters in Puerto Rico for an important public education and respect for human rights. And as a CUNY student, we are also facing tuition hikes and privatization of our institutions. As a Puerto Rican in CUNY, we support our sisters and brothers in UPR, and we do not support any occupation of the university. You can take the university, but the Puerto Rican students will take the streets. So from here to New York, no tuition hikes and end the colonization of Puerto Rico.
The government of Fortuño is intent on privatizing everything, on displacing and firing tens of thousands of workers, on an armed occupation of our public campuses.
The struggle in Puerto Rico is the same struggle here. And we've got to pick up the struggle and learn from our brothers and sisters in Puerto Rico. The university students are trying to stop its privatization. $800 is a lot of money, and thousands of working class students in Puerto Rico will not be able to attend the university. So it's a way to push them out of the university system. They had a 2-month strike in May and June. Successful. They successfully stopped the $800 increase. But the government has lied and reneged on their promise and is trying to impose it again. They're repressing the leaders of the university. It's not only a strike to private, it's not only an attempt by fascist Fortuño to privatize the university, but it's an attempt to privatize kindergarten to the university level. They are attempting to privatize it and put charter schools in Puerto Rico for the first time. And it's been la Federación de Maestros de Puerto Rico that stopped it with a 10-day strike in 2008. And they're in the process, just the same way the students are continuing to strike. The teachers of the public schools of Puerto Rico are planning and mobilizing to strike very soon. So it seems like we're going to have to be here again, whether it's cold, rain, whether it's It's against the police fascism on the campuses, but we have to maintain the solidarity with the working class against the privatization of our public education in Puerto Rico. And it's the same struggle here, part of the grassroots education movement in New York that is attempting to stop the privatization of the public schools with charters. So there's a public school near you. Join the struggle. Join those schools, those teachers and parents, and let's fight for Puerto Rico and for New York for quality public education over in Puerto Rico and in New York City. Thank you.
This latest manifestation of Puerto Rican oppression is attributed to colonialism.
Right.
Whether we speak Spanish, Spanglish, or que carajo, our struggle ultimately is for the liberation of our people. And whether it's the privatization of the UPR or the privatization of the high schools right here, the ultimate quest of the Puerto Rican people is, no matter what the circumstances is, capitalism is what wants to subjugate Puerto Rico. So we struggle, no matter where we are, to undo this wicked system.
But the students of the University of Puerto Rico have demonstrated to be very intelligent, very skillful, and they're holding their own, and we should be very proud and very honored by them. The governor and a lot of the politicians are calling for violence by the police as the means of stopping the student movement. What's happening to the students in Puerto Rico is part of a larger problem. And it's the problem of the fact that they intend to deny poor people education.
Right.
It's the fact that in a place that has an 18% unemployment, official unemployment, they have raised tuition by $800 effective January. It's the fact that it's a place, una colonia, where the poverty level is astronomical, and they are making every effort to privatize everything. Everything that benefits the people, everything that belongs to the people, and give it to corporations. Que viva Puerto Rico libre.
¡Viva!
Aquí en apoyo a los estudiantes en Puerto Rico, en solidaridad con su lucha en contra de la huelga, o sea, en contra de la cuota, a favor de la huelga y en contra de la policía. Y nada, queremos que sepan que desde acá, desde Nueva York, estamos totalmente apoyándolos y seguros de que van a salir adelante.
Que viva Puerto Rico libre y socialista.
¡Que viva!